Hello fellow gaming minions, welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Virtual. If you're new around here, hopefully you enjoy this wonderful video, and if you enjoy my content in general, please consider hitting that subscribe button and liking the video. It will really help my account out. I'm looking forward to pushing forward to 1,000 subscribers. I'm on the road to 1,000, but my next milestone is 600 subscribers. Hopefully I'll reach that milestone soon, or before the end of this year. So that is my milestone achievement that I really want to achieve. Anyway, we're going to be going back to a blast to the past, to Mario Kart 64, one of my favourite Mario Kart games in the entire franchise. I grew up with this game, it's part of my childhood, and I love it. And I've also actually reviewed the game, and it was a pretty good review too. I really enjoyed that review. But what I'm going to be doing for you today is I'm going to be ranking all of the levels from worst to the best from my perspective, in my opinion. So, can you guess what my number one level is going to be? Some of you probably might do, some of you don't know. Have a guess? I'll try and guess what my worst one is. You know, out of all 16 levels, which one do you think is my first one that's going to be up in 16th place? There you go, put it in the comment sections now, I'll give you a bit of time. Okay, time's over. So, here's my video on the Mario Kart 64 level ranks, or stage ranks. Here we go, folks. Now, these rankings are pretty much based on my overall fun with the level, how excited I was to play them, and how much fun times I've had with them, and sometimes the level design itself, and sometimes the length of the levels probably will come into a factor of it, you know. But overall, it's pretty much how I felt about the level and how much fun I had, and yeah, the level design that will come into it. Sometimes the music, I noticed that there isn't that much music in this game, because some of the levels actually have the same music, and that was a bit of a downer for this. I was hoping there's going to be individual music for individual tracks, but definitely enjoy this. Here we go. Okay, number 16, starting off with the worst of the worst, Choco Mountain. Oh, Choco Mountain. When I first played this, it wasn't very thrilling. I found it rather dull. The design of the course, you know, being probably a chocolate mountain, probably sounds good, but with the way the N64 graphics were, with the way this level was designed, it just wasn't really appealing. There's nothing to it either, so I just found this one really, really boring, Choco Mountain. So, the first off the list, Choco Mountain. Not a big fan. Okay, here at number 15, Banshee Boardwalk. Well, at least I prefer this level to Choco Mountain. Banshee Boardwalk, not much in terms of the music department, but I guess that's kind of the vibe it was going for, with a spooky sort of feel, with all the booze and the large cheap and a haunted house full of bats. So this level is a little bit more interesting than Choco Mountain, but not that thrilling to me. I've had some okay times with it, and it's an okay-ish sort of design level, but yeah, not a big fan. So Banshee Boardwalk at number 15. Okay, here at number 14, Mario Raceway. Okay, so Mario Raceway, you know, it's in the bright of day. There's a couple of turns, and there's a big tunnel before the finish line. The level itself is not that thrilling, but it's not too bad of a stage though. Not too bad. It's a little bit boring, so there's nothing much to it. But for a raceway sort of level, it's pretty dull. But I wouldn't say I hate it. I actually prefer this to Banshee Boardwalk and Choco Mountain. So here at number 14, Mario Raceway. Okay, here at number 13, Frappe Snowland. Now, playing this level for the first time back in the day, I thought those snowmen were cute, you know, but turns out they're not so cute after all. They explode and everything. So that level was actually pretty good. In fact, it actually has hazards, and you know, you can't drive off into the distance off of the snow, otherwise the Kita will drag you back and put you back on the course. So there is that limit, so that's okay. But snow level, it's alright, it's okay. Frappe Snowland, it's a little bit here and there. I've had some okay times with it, you know, especially playing with my friends and stuff. So it's not too bad of a level, so I prefer that than the previous levels I've actually mentioned. So Frappe Snowland, okay, displacement. Okay, here on in at the entry of number 12 we have Sherberts Land. Icy level. And obviously notable, the penguins are everywhere in this level. They're outside, jumping on their bellies, going left and right, getting in your way. Then you've got them in the caves as the big adults coming around the little big icicle things and beating you up as soon as you bump into them and stuff. So and you've got the freezing cold water, which when I fell into it, sometimes I used to fall into it for fun because it used to make me laugh when I played this very first time back in the 90s. Just loving watching you being in an icicle cap, being frozen and stuff, and that was actually pretty good. That's pretty good animation. I like that. So this level sort of was a bit funny to me. It was actually a level that cheered me up, especially compared to the previous levels I just mentioned. So yeah, Sherbet Land. I like the name Sherbet Land, Sherbet. Although it's got the same music as Frappe Snowland, I believe, so I was a bit disappointed there. I was hoping it's going to have its own soundtrack, but can't win them all. So, Sherbet Land. Okay, now this track might be a little bit controversial for some of you, especially for those of you that have actually played this track and actually really, really like it. If you've got it in your top 5 or top 8 or top 7, whatever the list may be. But for me, this track just falls short of my top 10. And that track is Wario Stadium. Wario Stadium, wow. So it's not too long and it's not too short. I mean, it's full of bumps and everything. It's just pretty much like a dirt bike sort of track, isn't it? With all the high humps and the slow and all the short bumps and everything. And as a kid, that kind of was okay, but in later on in years, I sort of found it nearly annoying. So there's a mixture between the two there. So, but there is that part of the track where if you get hit just before the jump, you fall down, you lose a great deal of time, and you lose a great deal of your place. So you could come from first place down to 8th place. If you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about and whereabouts that part is. The track design was pretty interesting, big massive crowd of Wario faces all over the place, and that was actually pretty good. But what I remember about this level is at the start of the track, as soon as you go from the Kitos Go, you could jump over the sides, on the first few humps, and figuring that out from my family, playing with my family and stuff back in the 90s when I was first introduced to the game. That was actually pretty good because I never thought about doing that, and you could just hit the R button and just jump over it, and if you hit it correctly, and there you go, shortcut done. You could place yourself like a minute ahead in front of everyone else, and pretty handy thing for those graphics back then. So yeah, not too bad of a stage, not too great though, not too bad, sort of in the middle, Wario Stadium. Okay, getting in the top 10 now. Technically we're not exactly halfway, but we're in the top 10. Awesome stuff. And this track is Luigi Raceway for the Mushroom Cup, the very first stage of the game. Pretty handy, isn't it? It's nice and simple. It gets you a feel for the controls, and it's a nice little raceway for the first entry of the actual game itself. And for Luigi's Raceway, the music's alright, the weapon placements like the J boxes and everything, or item boxes, sorry, wherever they're placed, it's actually good. I've had some pretty good, decent races on this one, pretty memorable, and I think it deserves this spot in my top 10. So number 10, Luigi Raceway. Alright, number 9, and it is Moo Moo Farm. Moo Moo Farm. Yeah, I think this level was actually the shortest level in the game, and there's pretty not much to it really. You've got the design of the level is actually nice. You're on a farm, and so when I first saw that, and I thought, okay, we're going on a farm, yay! Music was pretty upbeat as well, which is what I like about it. And you've got the little Monty Mole thingies that you've got to avoid if you want to cut the corners a bit more sharply. So there are those hazards in the game. So I think this is the first level in the Mushroom Cup that actually has hazards that actually hurt you. So it's the second level of the entire game, so of the first cup. So there you go, Moo Moo Farm is actually an okay level. Number 9, Moo Moo Farm. Right, we have made it halfway, just a few more to go. 8 more tracks left, and number 8 is Rainbow Road. I'm going to be honest. As opposed to the Mario Kart on the SNES, this Rainbow Road had me hooked, so actually playing it quite a few times. I actually enjoyed this track. Yes, I enjoyed this specific Rainbow Road. Apart from that shortcut, which was an absolute awesome thing to put in the game, by the way. If you make that shortcut jump, you're in first place, and there you go. Sometimes you'll bounce over the side if you manage to get that bounce in, because I've actually had that happen to me before. Not only on playing on my own, growing up with it, but definitely playing with my friends, and I've actually had some great times with my friends on this stage. So Rainbow Road number 8, yes, 8th entry. You know, it's a level that's stuck with me for all these years, because I remember being so amazed by it because of the fact not only is it the longest level in the Mario Kart 64, over 2,000 meters, or 2,000 meters exact, which I think is 2 kilometers, I think, and it had me hooked with all the you know, because you see all the different characters and little firework display faces and all those different colours and stuff, and it's playing in sort of like it's playing in space, and that's what I really liked about it. It's so colourful, this level, definitely colourful and very memorable for me, and I really loved the soundtrack for it as well. And I like the bit when you start off in, like, just as soon as you start the race, you can jump off that big ramp instead of just going straight down it, and that was really good fun. I actually liked that. That was actually pretty good. So number 8, Rainbow Road. Alright, number 7, and that is DK Jungle Parkway. Oh man, this level used to annoy me, but I kind of enjoyed it, you know, especially being this high on the list. You know, obviously I would enjoy it. I've had many good times playing this on my own and playing it with friends, and I've even made some recordings. I've actually made recordings of Mario Kart 64 with me and my friends, and check them out if you like. Too bad about the quality of the video, because that was way back, about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I think it was 12 years ago. Anyway, off the topic, back on topic. So, DK Jungle Parkway I actually liked, apart from the fact you're getting these coconuts thrown at you when you go off course and stuff, when you go into the grass, and that used to annoy me. But I found it funny at the same time. But I like the first ramp jump, and you've got that little boat. Well, it's not little, is it? But if you touch that thing, you go boom, and into the water you go, losing precious time. I like the fact this level's got a bridge, and sometimes I used to think that boat is driving really close to the falls. Is that going to fall off, man? Be careful. Yeah, and yeah, you got a cave, and yeah, nice little design level this one is. Not much on the music department, which is a bit of a letdown if I'm going to be honest, but an enjoyable level. DK Jungle Parkway. Alright, here we are at number 6, and number 6 entry is Wario Raceway. Now, I didn't really expect to place this level so high on the list, but it's definitely a race course that I liked, because not only because of the fact of that big massive jump, but you also get to drive up to the castle, the Peach's castle. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like the castle from Mario 64. And that, I love it. I absolutely love that. I used to just drive around that little bit and just explore. And that was actually pretty good. So, Royal Raceway, definitely a level that I've enjoyed playing with my friends on this track. And we've had so many great times. And I've had a blast with it. So definitely, yeah, Royal Raceway. Okay. Now my top 5 Mario Kart 64 tracks. Now this next level, right, I have a love-hate relationship with back in the day, but now I just pretty much really like it, you know what I mean, because I love the challenge of it, I love how it's designed, I love the fact of many different paths you can take. I've probably given it away. Yes, it is Yoshi Valley, and Yoshi Valley I found was really interesting because of the fact that you don't know what place you're in. It's got different question marks, isn't it? so you just don't know what place you're in. So sometimes if you're looking at the mini-map and you're seeing that you're further ahead, depending on which route you take out of that little maze, that's the only way you're going to know. And it's got the challenge of this level. Also, if you take a wrong turn or if you fall down into the hazard area, it feels like it takes forever for Lakitu to drag you back up and get you back on the track. And I've had a blast with my friends on this one, and I've really enjoyed it, especially when I was younger. I used to try and explore different ways around Yoshi's Valley to try and see which route was the best to take, and I found my route which was the best to take. So I got used to the level, and it didn't really kick my bum, so to speak, as it used to. And I've gotten used to the level, as I just said, and I know where I'm going now. And it's a really, really good level. So definitely top 5. 5th one, Yoshi Valley. Right, my number 4 spot. 4th spot. This track I didn't expect to like as much as I actually did. I guess to me, it's a little bit of a shock, to be honest. But I actually do like it, yeah. And that number 4th spot goes to Calamari Desert. Calamari Desert, I just really enjoyed. I love the fact you're playing in a desert track. It feels like you're on a sunset sort of vibe, because I like the actual overall design of the stage. And who cannot forget the train, the locomotive? Honestly, that train, oh my goodness, man. I used to just like follow that train to do a little bit of exploration, going through the tunnel, and I love the fact that this level or this game actually allows you to do that. And I really do enjoy the fact I just used to drive around the track, you know, following the train, sometimes trying to hit it with this invincible star or the red shells, and it's invincible, you can't touch it, but it can touch you, and it can really hurt badly. That sounded wrong, but I'm weird, but still, yeah, the train was really good. I've also noticed that, well, apart from me having a blast with this with my friends as well, when you're playing multiplayer, I think it's like, when it goes into 2-player, the locomotive train cars goes down a bit, and when you're onto 3 or to 4-player, I think it's just the locomotive itself. So you do lose. That is noticeable, because I did notice that quite a bit, and I thought, wow, okay, yeah. But yeah, Calamari Desert, really good level. I had so much fun with this one, and overall nicely designed track. Yeah. Here we are, my top top three tracks, and this track definitely goes to Bowser Castle. Bowser Castle, this level, first you're greeted with the fire-breathing statue and thousands of thwomps trying to crush you. I enjoyed the difficulty of this level, had a magnificent time with it growing up, and with my friends I played with. Definitely, I've been repeating that, but because I've had a great time playing this on multiplayer with my friends, doing a GP race or the versus races, and having those thwomps there really made it so much more fun to actually play, especially trying to see who can avoid them and stuff. And Bowser Castle, I really enjoyed this one. It's a really nicely designed stage overall. Good music, I enjoyed the music for it, and yeah, really good vibe. Love it. My top 2 places left. Right, second place. What's it gonna be? Second place for me, this stage I really like the ambience of. I actually like the music of. One of my YouTube friends has actually made a soundtrack remix of this game, of this stage, sorry. Probably given away for him because he probably knows what it is. And this goes to Koopa Troopa Beach. I love the fact you're driving on a beach. Really awesome stuff, and you've got a little shortcut as well, so you can actually attempt that. That's what I like about this game. It gives you a little chance to go through shortcuts and things. There's a few levels that actually have shortcuts. I think pretty much nearly every level has glitches, but shortcuts definitely. I really do like the fact, the stage, man. Driving on the beach, just coasting along the beach. I love it. Good music stage. Level design is wonderful. You've got the water you can actually drive underneath as well, and you've got the crabs. You make you skid out and stuff. That was actually pretty good fun, trying to dodge those things. definitely a really great stage. I love Koopa Troopa Beach, or yeah, Koopa Troopa Beach. Second place, thank you very much. And so last but certainly not least by any stretch of the imagination, my favourite Mario Kart 64 track goes to Toad's Turnpike. The level design, you're driving against traffic or along with traffic, depending on if you unlock the extra mode, the mirror mode, where traffic is driving towards you, oncoming as well as ongoing. And the music for this level was great. You're driving at night, and this felt like a proper kart racing experience for me back when I was younger. Definitely, it wasn't an easy level, which is what I liked about it, and the ambience of just driving with other traffic, I just loved it. And I've had many magnificent laughs playing this with my good friends, man. And if sometime in the future we meet up again sometime, hopefully we're going to be doing some more of that stage to see who can dominate the actual track itself. And Toad's Turnpike is just my absolute favourite track. Thank you for watching this list. And that was my top ranking of Mario Kart 64 stages or tracks. I've had a wonderful time reminiscing about the past playing this amazing game. I really enjoyed the fact of just talking about my experience with these levels. I really love the fact I've gone back to the past a bit again, and just making this video for those of you that probably like Mario Kart 64, sorry, that grew up with it. I'm pretty sure you have your own favourite levels. For those of you that didn't play this, I'd recommend giving it a try. Try and play it on the original hardware, or if it comes to the Switch, definitely play it on there if you can. And it's just a game that I really am happy to say that I grew up with, you know what I mean, because it was part of my childhood. Not only that, but it was a really great game. One of the top selling games on the N64, if I'm not mistaken. Really brilliant game. So if you would like for me to make more of these kind of lists for other video games or other racing games, I could do more probably in the Mario Kart series. Probably Diddy Kong Racing, I might probably do one with that. There's so many levels for that one though, many to remember. And thank you very much for watching, fellow gaming minions. I really appreciate the fact if you made it this far. Please let me know some of your favourites Mario Kart stages, or you can just comment your top favourite Mario Kart stage, Mario Kart 64 stage. If you've played this game, definitely get involved, you know, or make a video response. I'd love to see some video responses on this. That would be absolutely amazing too. You take good care of yourselves, fellow gaming minions. May retro gaming live on. I'm Dr. Virtual, the gaming doctor, the retroholic. You take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video.